this for kids in high school?
Dude, absolutely, man. I mean, I feel like anything, if you feel like you get interested into, I don't know, I feel like a big, AV nerd, the guys that were doing the carts, that historically back in the projectors and like the fucking overhead, overhead projector. Like,
that was like an extracurricular credit.
Right. I feel like we're, the big version of that. But dude, it's cool shit that you get to do with it. So if you're into technology and yeah, I don't know. I feel like yes, it's absolutely a great something great to get into.
Pretty cool. Yeah, because I feel like if I was in high school and I knew about that, I could just get certified in like over summer after high school,
right,
or even senior year during high school, and then just try and start working right away.
Jump right into it.
Even if you make like 40K as an 18-year-old,
yeah,
work your way up.
Absolutely. We have one of our youngest guys, Isaac. So he just turned 21 sometime this year. He's the youngest guy in the office, and he's been with us for like at least a year and a half.
How do you get in? Did he have a certification of some sort?
No.
They just hired him.
Yeah.
To learn.
Yeah, green. Yeah, we're looking for green techs. That's what they call it when you don't know really anything. You don't know anything about AV at all, but you will learn quickly because it's kind of a trial by fire, man.
Didn't have an associate's or anything.
Nah. These guys out of high school. My boss Nick. He met him because his wife works at a grocery store, and he worked at the grocery store that his wife worked at.
He was just some like cashier stock boy at a grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Like 19.
Yep.
And he probably started off making 30K or 40K or something.
Yep.
35K. Now he's a programmer or a technician?
No, he's technician, lead technician. He's working up towards, but it's like so he is around, and I know he showed that he does want to get into learning the programming part, which like it's a great place to start because I mean at least this company I've seen them hire from within a lot. People move from the whatever warehouse guy became project manager. We have our lead technicians. One of them became project manager. You go from technician up to quality assurance specialist, like checking the system, stuff like that.
Right.
So people are moving around and like advancing however you want through there. It's like you can learn at your own pace a bit.
So it seems realistic for like him to get hired basically out of high school and maybe be a programmer eventually. Seems like possible.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. If that's what the path he chose, and like, talk to his boss about it, like all the training they will pay for on the way there. You know what I mean? You need to get officially certified through Crestron. They offer classes that are offered like in Schaumburg. You know what I mean? Not far away. Or if you need to travel for certain classes that are only offered in Jersey or like Texas or whatever, then they'll do that too.
Sounds like a pretty cool option. Especially nowadays with school being so expensive. One of my biggest regrets is going to college. Well,
nah, come on, man. The experiences, man. The friends you made there. Do you think UIC? Are that most of your friends at this point? Right. And dude, college was. That's what. I don't know. These guys that I almost most nights I'm on my headset like chatting with are my buddies from college.
Chat with them every night.
Not every night, but 3-4 nights a week or something.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
What do you think would be like?
Guess it's on pause.
Oh, it's on pause. I guess this stuff doesn't matter because you just edit it out.
Sure.
Like you literally just like click the button and it like pops it out.
If you say so, bro. I don't know anything about it.
So realistically, someone straight from high school could like work like for instance at your company, be a technician making like 35K or whatever. Like within a couple of years, be like a programmer making like 40, 45. And then within 10 years of graduating high school, could be making like what's realistic in that field.
So in this field, yeah, I can tell you because after 7 years in the industry that I kind of
careful saying your income though, because if your employer says that you can get trouble, I think.
Yeah.
Just give averages out for the industry.
Yeah, exactly. So industry averages, like whatever Glassdoor or something would show you, is anywhere between. I mean, obviously it depends on like for an area like Chicago, it's like I feel like it can range anywhere from like 60 to 90,000. I'll say.
Really good. That's a college bachelor's degree income.
Yep. Yep.
without any student debt.
Yeah, and now,
And
well,
you
I
make
mean,
more income like throughout those 4 years you would have been
yeah, oh, yeah,
getting
absolutely,
debt.
right? Instead of getting in any debt, it's I don't think you necessarily come from being a technician in and in 2 years or something go to a programmer. I think it'd take more time than that. Like
Really?
it
But
depends on each
but would that be
person.
more of like a merit thing, or do you think like the skills of a technician actually translate into programming?
Yeah, exactly. I don't think they're the same set of skills, right? Like,
So what would be the limiting factor then? Just your boss saying that you can do it?
no. I mean, because well, when you say technicians, it's like it's a very different set of skills. You know what I mean? Like they're very handy. Like these guys are figuring out construction problems like on site. Like they're mounting. Like my buddy is who mounted this TV to my wall right now. Like they're using. You know what I mean? Like making sure they're installing these things level and you know what I mean, pulling cable and terminating the audio wire and the uh, Ethernet wire like to the racks. Like
Right.
they do all the cabling and everything. That's a whole different set of skills. That's like we need. We don't need all our technicians to become programmers. You know
But
what I
that's
mean?
what I'm saying. Like you're saying 2 years might not be long enough to go from tech to programmer, but that seems just to be like a societal thing to limit you.
Right. If you want,
Because
yeah. If that's what you were going for, like you're saying,
because technically being a technician isn't really like building the foundation for programming. It's like you're a technician, you're getting really good, and you're starting from ground zero anyway as a programmer. So really,
Gotcha.
it would just be if your boss thinks you're capable to do it.
Oh yeah.
It could be a year, it could be 4 years, whatever your boss says.
Right, and how much effort you put into it. I mean, that's the thing. You can be looking over the shoulders of the programmers, at your job and really trying to understand, what they do and how they're getting it done. Right? It's like, or if you're just sitting back and not really taking the classes, because it might. That's the thing with any kind of training like this. You're not gonna get the time scheduled necessarily in your 9 to 5 hours during the week to get this done, right? You're gonna have to take some time probably on your own outside of it
Right,
to really develop the skills necessary, and that's not necessarily easy.
You're gonna have to be a real go-getter.
Yeah, yeah. It's I mean that's what I'm saying. Like because you might not be able to shadow a programmer because you actually have to be installing the stuff because I mean that we need those people doing that job.
I
We
feel
have a
like
lot
that's
of
the
stuff
thing
to do.
about like people that are successful without going to college. Like they're very mature and like career driven and go getting even like at a young age of like 18. Whereas going to college kind of insulates you from having to do. It gives you like an extra 4 years of like sticking around.
A bit. I mean, you have to be. See, that's the thing. I failed out of college my first time around, and I know that as I was sticking around, and it was not easy. So I feel like if the program is hard enough, then you will feel that pain. Because I mean, I don't think high school prepares you for college. I mean, you had to bust your ass studying, right? Because I know I did not study a lot, and that's why I wasn't able to succeed in Purdue engineering. Like
Right.
that was the hardest stuff I've ever done. I mean, like
Yeah.
obviously, it's like
Because programming's got to be one of the hardest kind of like fields to go into, like in school, like academia.
I mean, see, it's funny because like that book I'm listening to, the audiobook on AI and all that, saying like calls it like engineering, basically the stuff that because it's a very generic word. What you use to create how they create these websites and all that. That's a generic term because programming, you know what I mean, developing, they all use software basically to get it done. I feel like you know what I mean. There's just different names for like whether you're a programmer. What was the one I just used? Well, like
Engineer.
a software engineer or a
Right.
there's a developer. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
they're all kind of synonymous for the same thing.
right. I mean, you're all accomplishing like transitioning. Like a video game developer. They're using the software to whatever to make that. It's like yeah, it's all very
So like a
very
developer
similar
and engineer.
technology fields.
Like a developer, an engineer, and a programmer is kind of the same.
See, I mean, and I've only ever been a programmer in my title, so I'm speaking from. I feel like from my viewpoint, that's what it all looks like to me.
So the only separating them might be like an engineer might have like a certain certificate. 'Cause I think engineers take like some tests.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's how it is in Illinois. You need a PE exam, professional engineering exam, to like become have the engineer title
Right.
on you, but
So it kind of might be like an accountant PA, or
right.
like you're still an accountant, but you're not technically a like programmer. But kind of like a
Yeah,
you know, like
I think
you
so.
like two people could do the exact same thing. Like this programmer could be doing the same thing an engineer does, but technically you cannot call them an engineer because they don't have like a
Yeah,
certificate.
yeah. That's how it is, and like the what I can say, the softwares that we use, like I lost. I
Oh.
forget what it was.
All right. So what would be the next step, like for someone that like let's say they went to your field and they want to keep expanding?
So see that, and that's the thing. I feel like the type
Right,
of training,
yeah,
like you can either do something. I feel like, but I feel like you have to do it outside of work hours is the first thing. But stuff like the LinkedIn Learning is one way I went, to do it. There's also like lynda.com stuff. There's ways to like basically just go online and learn new skills. Or I mean I don't know. Or you can just try to I don't know find side gigs, Craigslist,
right.
Craigslist,
Or Fiverr or whatever those websites are. Freelancer.com.
freelancer. Yeah.
We can program online for people and pay you.
Yeah. I should look into that.
I've heard of it.
There's been a commercial.
I actually looked into it because like I wanted to make a website years ago, so I found it.
Fiverr.
Huh? That's pretty cool.
So
So could like someone that goes into like the audiovisual programming field, could they like let's say now they wanna let's say now they're like, oh man, I wanna like level up in life or I wanna do something like awesome.
yeah.
Like could they go work for Google or something?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like yes, if you worked hard enough and developed these skills on the side, whatever kind of programming language they might use, say it was like Python and C# and JavaScript that that some job title that they have listed their uses, and you get those certifications, and like you can prove that you send them projects that you've done of that type, even if you don't have a certification. You know what I mean? Then you know what I mean, you can get your foot in the door there, like you know what I mean, there's all kinds of recruiters and websites out there waiting to like open you up to these opportunities because they get kickbacks for it, right?
Right. So it seems like in tech you can kind of work your way up without even going to college. Technically.
Absolutely. And I don't know, I think it is interesting that I feel a lot of the like maybe overseas, like in China, like the people there, like college is very looked at as a necessity more so. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like everyone has it, and the type of people that are have those jobs probably mostly have degrees. I bet, but
China?
like yeah.
I wonder if China like is all that expensive in China though, like because I feel like here it's so compared to other places.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But well, one of the points that they made is that like a lot of their parents that came up like much poorer. You know what I mean? Like it was like a lot of their parents were come from that background, and their grandparents all put like their hopes and dreams are into them succeeding. Like I think they did whatever it takes to put them through college. You know what I mean? I don't think price would be an option. Like they had their whole family backing them. So that's the tone that it gave.
I wish my family paid for all my college.
Right?
So what do you think you'll do next?
I don't know, man. I've been doing this for 7 years. It is like that's what I'm saying. I'm getting that itch. Like I don't always feel like it's changing fast enough. The cool thing about it is I feel like if I do it like by myself on my own time on the side, they will give me the freedom. You know what I mean? There's nothing like holding me back. Like if I make it, they will use it. You know what I mean? Like if I develop something that like I was saying for the account executives that they're selling these touch panels that they that the client uses, I can go ahead and build it in HTML5, right? I'm saying that I have to use this software, garbage software now, but they already showed us at the last Masters conference this past April that the next generation is HTML5 stuff. And you can just build HTML5 stuff right now. Like I can already preemptively build what we will use when the new stuff comes out. You know what I mean? So it's like that's a way to get a question was, but yeah, to like develop those skills.
Right now it's HTML4 for the current thing.
No, I'm saying it's Crestron. It's not that it's HTML. It's not HTML at all. Is the problem? It's its own proprietary thing.
No,
There's no other
at your
language.
company, but in general, like HTML4 was the recent thing, and now 5 came out. In general.
I guess. Yeah, but yeah, HTML's just always been the way to go. But it's not like 5 is way better than 4 or anything. But that's just what the language that we're gonna use is.
It's just the current one.
Yeah, it's the current one.
Huh.
Yeah.
So what do you think is the biggest pro of your career, and what do you think is
Jesus, dude.
I'm good at this, right?
Look at this.
I'm good, right? Am I good or what?
You're really striking this along here.
Dude, I'm just I do this for the people, you know, like
Right.
I want high school kids watching this to just like become billionaires.
Dude, yeah.
Like I want them to reap so much value from this video that they like Venmo us like thousands of dollars.
Exactly. Dude, I will train them to get there though. I'll earn that shit.
Yeah.
We both will.
What's your website? That they need to
GavinWeir.com.
GavinWeir.com.
There's nothing there.
If you buy that domain tonight, Gavin will buy it off of you for thousands of dollars.
What's that, GoDaddy? Yeah, that's what we're
Buy
doing.
that domain
you know,
immediately. Not buying
we're
it.
doing it live. Alright. So, Andrew, so you are a pharmacist? What is the well-known company you work for in the pharmacy industry? Come
Sorry,
on,
what is my wife? My girlfriend sent me a video.
Oh, that was
fiancé.
her? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important. Snapchat? Is that what you guys use?
No, we just send regular videos in.
Just a message?
Text message.
I
We
think
don't-
you can do that.
Yeah, we don't use apps.
Ooh. Sexy. Alright. Hold on. Was
I feel like it looks bad that I'm a pharmacist and I'm smoking this in this video, but
Yeah. They'll get over it, bro.
I'm like a cool pharmacist, you know?
True.
Not one of those healthy pharmacists.
Yeah. Yeah, you should take this medicine, but also.
As I drink a beer.
What's that?
As I drink a beer.
Hey, man, that's a.
Well,
This
anyway.
is outside of work hours, alright?
Yeah, it's outside of work hours. Definitely not drunk during work. Well, thanks for telling us about audiovisual programming. I'm sure a lot of kids will become very rich off this information. So would you say by age 30 they could become millionaires?
It costs $12.
$12?
we'll sit on that.
Wait till you get another raise.
So
That's pretty interesting, man. Thanks for sharing. I really appreciate it.
yeah,
It was great.
yeah, you led along well. So thanks
Huh?
for your interviewing support. You led that along well.
You're welcome.
So
I consider myself a gateway
beautiful.
of knowledge.
I hope you can help me do the same as I try to explore your career of choice. So wait, didn't we start pretty far at my beginnings? Because, well, I said I took the long route through college because after I dropped out of Purdue, I took another 2.5 years to finish at DeVry.
When did you
Around
drop out of
here.
Purdue? How old were you? 21?
When did I leave Purdue? It was after 3 years, so
21.
yeah, it's about that. So yeah, I had a good 5.5 year
Pretty
plan.
good. A lot of people don't even graduate. A lot of people
Yeah.
take 5 years.
Oh yeah, trust me. I don't mind that path I took or
You
whatever.
really
but,
crushed that DeVry. You just like slammed through it.
yeah, that's why I did it because it's all year round. I went. I just
Yeah, I
had to
remember that
slam
vaguely.
through that.
I vaguely remember that time period. You were just going all year.
Yep.
And you were busy. Were you
Yeah.
taking like more than full time?
No, I think it was just full time, and then I did end up towards the end working like 20 hours a week just at the school itself. So I was there a lot.
So when you went to DeVry, you started from scratch in regards to like credits.
No. So I didn't take any math or science there because it all transferred from Purdue. But
So even though it's a private school, they allowed you to transfer credits.
yes, because that yeah, if they
'Cause a
wouldn't
lot-
have, yeah.
Because most private colleges, they don't even let you transfer credits in.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard of that?
No, I think oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, there's some that don't, but
Yeah.
that was a
don't really
major
transfer.
stipulation because I had already been through three years of college.
Right.
So if I didn't, I need credit for like maybe not some of my students who like didn't take whatever English and stuff again. Like it was a good amount that transferred, but the fact that it still took 2.5 years of like all year round. You know what I mean? It wasn't
Sounds like
that much.
Sounds like maybe like a year, full time transfer.
Right.
Something
Right.
like that.
That's about right.
So how did you get through like those hard times? 'Cause I feel like a lot of kids are gonna go through hard times, like 18 to like 21. A lot of people.
Right.
How did you get through that? You're gonna struggle, you know. You gotta learn that.
Yeah, it's hard because like you gotta be okay to know that it's okay to fail because like it fucking happens. Like I took it really hard, like but I mean I feel like a lot of people are not willing to try because of that feel oh wow
Most people.
fear of failure.
Most people don't even try.
Right, and that's dangerous because like life's gonna throw a lot of shit at you, and it's you're gonna fail sometimes, and it's like you got to be willing to try that again. It's like and ask for help. Like there's people out here like that will help you. You know what I mean? People are sometimes too proud. I think you gotta
like tutors.
Right, there are tutors out there. I mean, shit, yeah, friends and family and whatever. It's like they not necessarily they won't know themselves, but like I mean, you gotta reach out and because they will help you get those resources. If you don't know how to get to them yourself, like it's I don't know, it's something I feel you gotta really push yourself to.
That's the scary thing because when you're 18 and you go to college, it's like such a big investment.
Oh yeah.
You don't realize that when you're 18.
No,
You're just gonna go to college for fun mostly. Like it's the right thing, and it's easy to get yourself.
Definitely.
And you gotta put yourself in the muck.
Oh yeah, like people will tell you like I don't know that are in debt that you don't even want to get there. It's like if you can avoid, you know what I mean, even needing to owe them that, it's like because it's a mountain, you know what I mean, that you chip away at. It's not something that you can that you can just get.
It's like a psychological thing. Because I've realized like even if you make enough good money, like I have a lot of debt, student loan debt, and I make good money.
Yeah.
And even though I make good money and I can pay it like pay my monthly payment, like psychologically it's just a burden having like.
Yeah.
Because even though I make enough money to like easily pay the monthly payment, it's still gonna take me like a decade.
Like I said, like chip away at it, right?
Yeah. So it's like psychologically it just feels like you're indentured to the whole situation. So that's why I like the idea of like younger kids like bypass college. Like if I was talking to my 18-year-old self, I would tell myself, find a way to find something you like, avoid college with it. I mean, college is a good thing, but it's too
expensive.
I really like that mic, by the way. Where'd you get it? Amazon?
Probably Amazon. Yeah. I like how you flip that right back on me towards the end. You obviously watch a lot of interviews or something.
I watch a lot of YouTube.
Oh, true.
I
guess that helps. What podcast, right?
Podcast. Well, actually, for the most part, my main YouTube was real estate investing and like finance.
Where they don't even have anyone else, right? They're just talking.
Yeah, it's mainly like a talking head, like one person talking in front of a camera.
Okay.
Like there's only like 2 or 3 YouTubers that I watch consistently, and it's like one guy talking to the camera, like a self-made millionaire telling you how they did it, like little golden nuggets of finance throughout the way. But then recently I started watching like Joe Rogan's podcast. They're just I don't know. Or not to end up watching Joe Rogan's podcast. So popular.
Right. So many views. They can't all be wrong.
Well, I don't know. I'm picking your brain.
Sure. We're done here for the night.
You wanna watch the video? See how it came out?
Sure.
Well, I mean, like, you always edit them, so you chop off